friends. Welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. We're going to do a little movement practice. I myself need some low back love. We'll start with that and see where we go. Meeting you today from the garden. And we're going to come down here onto the ground, start from here. Today's practice is going to be slightly shorter due to the back to back online lifestyle. You know how we do. So, yeah, we've got like herbs drying in the back and some other things going on. Different view today. We'll try this direction, see what we think. So welcome, welcome. Where are we? End of February. Wonder if spring is peeking through where you are. Obviously, it's warm here. Like right now, it's 74. I don't know, somewhere in the 20s Celsius, I think. And there's lots of trees that are starting to bloom. It's really beautiful. I'll make a little video and post it on Instagram. So let's come on down to the ground. Oh, give yourself that easeful moment here. Finding the breath. Yeah, for me right now, I'm really on some SI joint, those little divots, also known as your back dimples. They're right at the top of the sacrum. It's a very dynamic joint in the body. And it can sometimes really take the brunt of things. And that right SI joint is pretty shouty. So exploring some movements, just keeping fluid moving in all the joint spaces, which is what we've been doing week by week, especially in this wintertime practice. Feet could be nice and wide and knees together. If that doesn't feel good, having knees together, knees could just stay in line with hips and we could just breathe here and melt a little into the ground. Got my hands down here in my lower abdomen. That's just a very comfortable place to keep them, and B, just a nice place to bring my mind to if I want to breathe into my back. So I got the hands on the front that are helping me come down here to the lower abdominal region, and then I want to breathe into the earth beneath me. I was just very fortunate to enjoy some time in the hammam, in the bathhouse, bathing with black soap and rasu clay and scrubs and steam. Purification, balancing, detoxification. So one of the best exercises for the SI joint is walking backwards. Been doing a lot of that. It strengthens the joint and also moves and lubricates. Something to consider. A couple more breaths to this, please. While we're breathing, I'm just playing with a couple of pelvic tilts, seeing what aggravates. Looks like flexion, getting this inflection, extension. Oh, that's tight. Let's go ahead and bring these knees in towards the chest, give the legs a hug. Holding for a few breaths. Going. Inhale, knees in towards the chest. Exhale, knees move away from you. Just kidding. This is exhale. This is inhale. One of those makes sense. Do whatever makes sense. Let's go in the opposite direction. Take this side to side. Figure 8 circles. Opposite direction. Gonna bring feet onto the floor. Just explore a little with some bridge pose lifts. Supta Bandhasana, so bringing the feet in line with the hips. Inhale, lifting hips towards the sky. Doesn't have to be a lot. Exhaling down, we're gonna alternate. So inhaling, lift. Exhaling down. One more. We're at 8. Let's go for 10. Nice. And we're into zigzag twists. Inhale, center. Exhale. Knees moving in opposite direction. Couple more to each side. Make sure you're turning your head, really getting that nice twist to the entire spine. Your spine will thank you. Oh. Back to center. Go ahead, lift right leg into the sky. Clasp the hands in the back of the thigh. Circle that ankle. Circles in the opposite direction. We're gonna flex. Point. Push through the ball mount. Push through the ball mount. Switch legs. Circle. Opposite direction circle. Flex. Right. Push through the ball mount. Push through the ball mount. Beautiful stretches here. And the whole leg. Fascia of the feet, which is the fascia of the low back. Right, so the whole back body is one sheet of fascia. Zigzag twisted up. We'll do a couple twists from here. So I'm drawing from the vault today of a few yoga therapy movements for low back pain from my very original yoga training in 1999. Let's go. We're going to do a bunch of twists. So first is single leg twist, legs are extended, arms out to the side. You're going to inhale, bend the right knee to the outside. Inhale to the center. Exhale and twist. Turning in the opposite direction. Inhale, center. Ooh, that like lit it up a little. Exhale, back down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. So 2 more times on each side. We'll go for 3 times on each side. We could do 5. We'll see how we feel. May or may not hold at the top. Definitely feeling like the thing to do. Opposite side. Inhale. Ah. Inhale. Ah. To center. Inhale, right. We're going to do the 5. Left leg. Feel free to do less if that feels better for you. This is number 4. One more to each side. Inhale and exhale. Couple resting breaths in between. Shavasana or knees bent. Okay, next up is single leg to chest or Pavamuktanasana. Legs are extended. Inhale to 45 degrees. Exhale, knee towards chest. Inhale, stretch back out. Exhale, down. Inhale, left. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, down. 4 more times to each side. If it doesn't feel good to do that leg lift, you could just draw the knee in towards the chest. There's a little strengthening element though by lifting the leg. 2 to go. Last one. Don't have to lift past 45 degrees. That's a strain for the back rather than strengthening. We've actually been doing some strengthening exercises that involve raising the leg just at like toe height of the other foot. So much low abdominal muscles, and it's a little soft in there. Oh lordy, we're rebuilding these muscles, people. Little shavasana or legs bent, relaxation in between. Next up is a twist with the legs crossed. We've done this a lot of times. Arms out to the side, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Doesn't matter which way you cross because we're going to do both sides. We're back to center. I mean, just to share my own feedback here, like every single one of these movements has been uncomfortable. I'm deciding to try movement as a means of unstucking. I believe I've gotten myself into these tension patterns by not moving, and I think I'm just in the process of getting moving. And it's hard. It's hard to move stuckness, hard to change stress patterns. But when you're in a supportive environment, gosh, that helps. This is 3. Last one. Mm. Rest and center. Mm. Okay, next up, we are going to turn on to our, um, oops, sorry, just got to remind people they have math class. Okay, we're turning onto the side. What we're going to do from here involves 2 movements. One is hand to toe pose from the side body. So we do want to make sure that we're straight up and down. We're going to stack this opposite arm on top, really ground into the floor. Really feel like you are in the floor. There's a little balance element here as you inhale and draw hand and leg towards one another, maybe reaching those toes, and exhale back. You don't want to roll all the way back to make this happen, but there's a little external rotation of the hip. I'm going for 8. This is 6. And then 8 and hold. Back down. And then same side before we switch. This is, what would we call it? Half side bow. So you're going to grab your foot. Try to keep the knees close to one another. Push the foot into the hand, opening up the chest. Now, a dynamic movement. We're going to draw the knee in towards the chest and then slide down and bow. Exhale, knee towards chest. Inhale, bow. If you can, you're keeping that knee in line with the hip. I know for me, I could like almost get it in line with the hip. On the knee to chest part. One more. It's about 5. Yeah. We switch sides. You might just roll over onto the other side. I'm going to swivel so that I can see you. First we ground. You might discover one side's easier to balance than the other. Make sure you're straight up and down. Inhale. Yeah, this one's inhale as you lift. So interesting, the side with all the discomfort is so much more mobile. Okay, we got one more and we'll hold. Releasing. Half side bow. Pushing the foot into the hand. Ooh. What going on there? All right, let's turn this dynamic. This one wants to be exhale. And holding for a second myself. You keep going, or feel free to hold. That's the thing about a yoga therapy series. You really need to do it like at your pace and sometimes holding in places because it's just getting the spot. Really, I want to like decompress that joint. I'm getting a little bit of that feeling. Last one here. Hmm. Big breath in. Back to the starting, the sthiti. We are going to roll onto the belly. Ah. And coming into baby cobra. Hands by the side of the chest. Belly eases into the floor, lifting. Roll shoulders, squeeze shoulder blades together. And now exhale down, foreheads down. We take a breath. Inhale. While you're taking that resting breath, let the spine lengthen. Breathe between the vertebrae. Inhale up, baby cobra. Move the hands forward, elbows come under for Sphinx, elbows push into the floor, lifting up, chest forward. We could lessen the curve in the spine by gently drawing the navel in towards the chest. Big breath in. Exhale all the way down. Bring up the fishtail. Flap the fishtail from side to side. I'm just being real gentle with that. Again, SI joint complaining in every move. I mean, yeah, if I was in Chicago, I'd be going to the chiropractor. But it's a challenge to figure out how to help your body align itself. Guess I'm up for the challenge. Or the punishment. One of those two. Okay. Another strengthening pose from here. Half locust, arms out in front. We're going to lift opposite arm and leg. Inhale, exhale. Don't have to lift very high. Flex that foot. You could look forward. You can also look down. Four, five. Let's go for eight. Child's pose. Pushing ourselves up and back. Enjoying this upside down position. Decompressing the low back. Play around with just walking the fingertips forward. I'm walking the opposite fingertips forward. Slowly coming up. Let's see what a cat pose feels like. Inhale, soft movement, gentle arching. Oh, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn and find a heel. Inhale. One more time, child's pose. Downward facing dog. Let that low back decompress. Knees bent, pedaling through the backs of the legs gently. Hold as much as this feels good for you. Come down into child's pose. You come back. Feet towards hands. Stop. For a lot of back injuries, forward folding is contraindicated. So we are way deviated from the original yoga therapy series that pretty much ended at that half side bow. Inhale, tabletop pose. And this could be, if there's a lot of space in there, on the floor, on the calf, or up at the knees. Exhale. And now tabletop. Very little weight on the hands. Effort's really coming from right at the top of the hips there. Where the hamstrings meet the glutes, like you're pointing that tush towards the ceiling. Next, inhale, roll yourself up. Nice bent knees. Like we're gonna end the practice from standing today. Hey, standing hip circle. Opposite direction. Figure eight. Now, these are definitely part of your low back pain series. Just minus all that forward folding. Ring the bell. And smiley face. Yep. Center. Yep. Oh, now my stiffness is bilateral on both sides. I'm going to take that because I know my moon time is like tomorrow. So it's part of the whole thing. And after my moon time, like all this pain in this hip will disappear. Yes, it's called chi stagnation. Woo, woo. Friends, just come to a little bouncing. And a little standing hip circle. Well, we gave it a go, all right. Maybe something opened up. Maybe you're like me and now everything's tight. The next thing that's needed is rest. I sure have enjoyed this practice today with you all. Hope you enjoyed the breeze and the sunshine, the flowers and the fruits. I'm going to catch you next week to something or other. And I'll see you very soon. Thank you.